Yes, hello. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm your host, Vegeta, and joining me on the couch tonight are a few of my friends. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Joseph Joestar, real estate man and family man.
I'm Komaeda, ultimate lucky student. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. You may have heard of me. I'm pretty fast.
And joining us tonight for the first time is a special guest. Go ahead. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Elmo. Happy to be here.
Great. Elmo, it's your turn. Go ahead and write today's poetry.
Okay, Elmo will do that. Smile. And then Elmo wants excitement. Elmo loves to daydream. And sometimes, I went to go on the playground. I enjoyed childhood. Let's play. What do these words mean?
Well, if I had to guess, probably that one in the middle on the left is yours.
Kawaii? Like Hawaii? Elmo doesn't know Japanese, but okay. And then we'll go with lucky. Elmo loves to give hugs. And then cheer. Elmo wants to play with a kitty. And then look at the rainbow.
Very well. Elmo, how many more have you left?
Elmo has 7 more. Fun. And then every one of you is special. Elmo loves to laugh. And then Elmo wants to give you a kiss. Happiness. And then bouncy. Friends love to play together. And finally
Boy, that was some experience. You're telling me.
Elmo will be Monica. Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
I'll take this one today. Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, they usually have fried squid.
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people.
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Huh?
Never mind.
Did they just break the fourth wall? Seems that way.
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are.
Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her.
Hey, Sayori.
I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like... Oh, sorry, Vegeta.
It's fine. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. They've been preparing for the festival. They must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Vegeta, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so too? Elmo can't say any notice anything about her.
Elmo, you have to read it exactly like it says.
Sorry.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Vegeta. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe Elmo will try talking to her myself.
Elmo, come on, man.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? Oh dear. What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Vegeta.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on each side of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Vegeta. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? Elmo didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what Elmo said. Elmo will try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Elmo, you gotta stop saying your name in the lines. It's not there.
Alright.
Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it. Oh, sorry.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much.
Vegeta, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
So you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what she may be going on inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all.
Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple Saiyan, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone!
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Vegeta. Really, really nice.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Vegeta. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end,
Yeah?
I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Oh, sorry, Vegeta.
It's alright. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait! Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need you to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori.
No! Vegeta! I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori!
I glance around the room to make sure nobody else has noticed this.
Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up.
Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Vegeta. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? It's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori!
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Huh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. Ha 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 ha!
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's just kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore, reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll beach the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. It felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it. Or whatever. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic than trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Decided to try something different today.
I guess so.
Is that good? Oh, sorry.
Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible.
Huh?
For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. When the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The air is salty. It's therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles and thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something so simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Hi, Vegeta! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well,
Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people...
I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure! But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure.
I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy. It's just...
Only teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Ah, I'm sorry. If Elmo was putting pressure on you or something. Elmo really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, oh, sorry, Elmo.
Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright.
The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever thought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, Elmo searches. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hands of a beautiful lady. Elmo looks at her eyes and finds no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what Elmo is thinking. Before Elmo can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me afloat. And Elmo picks up a gust of wind. You know, Elmo feels like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to worry about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Where don't we start figuring out?
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Huh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Huh. Sayori always has gotten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is turned up a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee!
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on!
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well! So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down, guys. Elmo talked to her earlier, and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, Elmo's going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now the Natsuki's pouting too.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I also can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you shall make some banners
I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself.
Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. Well, anyway, that just leaves you, Vegeta. The one who is... Oops, sorry.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably be a long way to give them one of a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
That's...
How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Vegeta may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Vegeta to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Vegeta how to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in.
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. Elmo was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Vegeta, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Huh.
Very well.
In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. No, I gotta hang out with my homie. She's not doing too good.
I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said...
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. You really hate us that much?
No.
sorry, Elmo didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay?
Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki! I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying...
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Vegeta?
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear! Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour.
So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Vegeta?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Vegeta picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she's already trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there isn't more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other.
Huh?
I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Shall I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then.
Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Huh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem.
I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. Not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean.
I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Vegeta. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait! You don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting that one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression.
Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking it, right?
Huh? I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me?
Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too.
After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school? She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday.
Well, that was fast.
Way too fast.
I hate when weekends blow by like that.
I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other at all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind.
Just go next door and visit her. Why are you worried?
Just knock on the door, you idiot.
Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her.
Sayori?
Hi, Vegeta! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it?
Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you wanted to suddenly come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that?
Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Oh, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then?
Yep! There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point.
I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So?
Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Vegeta!
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori!
I grab Sayori by the shoulders.
What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Sayori gives an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Vegeta. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Vegeta? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really just want so badly for me not to think about her? Why, Sayori?
Huh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Vegeta. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Vegeta. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in ways that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah! Vegeta!
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Vegeta! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me! Please don't do this! Vegeta! Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care.
If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Vegeta. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah.
Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would.
Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun.
To my surprise, Shari shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
Ah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house.
On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Yuri?
Ah. Thank goodness. You're
a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it.
Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over. So!
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
Ah. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there!
I snatch Yuri's wrist, which has been the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you'd planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder.
And pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top.
Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles, gently, clearly, enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag, pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will these be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Vegeta. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Oh, alright.
Sitting on the floor. Together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife.
Huh?
The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue.
That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy.
Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away.
What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me.
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out.
Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger.
Ow!
Vegeta! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger.
Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets.
If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now.
Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up.
Yuri!
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little.
She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon?
The absolute state of Yuri. Alright, you know what?
This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Vegeta, did you just really do that?
Now we're even. Yes, now we're even.
Sorry about stealing your line, Vegeta. I've been waiting.
It's alright.
Yuri looks like at me like I did something wrong.
I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Vegeta. Yuri giggles shyly.
Huh? Yuri calling me weird?
I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. I could already stop bleeding.
I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected, and I'll be very effective as a door curtain.
It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
Oh, that's right.
One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much.
I can already tell she's gonna go in that drawer.
Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay.
That would be inappropriate!
Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Sorry.
Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to wrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would not look very nice, or that would look nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We hang it on the walls, behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me.
If you say so.
After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so that we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Man, listen to this stuff. Having fun, doing that kind of thing. It's all good. Alright. So are we gonna be done with this art project anytime soon?
At this rate, I don't know if we ever will.
Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
Ah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
You know, my childhood training classes were not arts and crafts. They were fighting and killing.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so?
Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy.
I think I feel the same way.
Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Oh no!
Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Ah, your face! There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here.
I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Kimochi.
Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start retracting my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait.
Huh?
Just for a little longer. Feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips.
What is happening? That's what I want to know. Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was moments ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine.
The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example.
That should do it.
I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the result. Yeah. Sorry, Vegeta, go ahead.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. Needs to dry first.
That's true, but would that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Who?
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
Oh, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have time after finishing the work.
Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be much more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we could go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much.
As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully.
Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Vegeta. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance, as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Sayori?
Huh?
Huh? Hi, Vegeta.
Sayori! Just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Vegeta. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Did you look at how she just neumed off screen? That's so funny. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her.
Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Vegeta? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that!
It's true, Vegeta! If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Vegeta. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Vegeta. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand on Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me?
Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what to do. Guys, what do we do?
Elmo isn't sure! Elmo says he loves you, everybody!
I don't know. Oh dear. Do we give up everything and just, I don't know. Oh gosh. I really wish I had some advice here. Oh man. Oh man. We're gonna save. Oh man. Too fast.
Elmo says I love you!
I love you.
Huh?
Those are my true feelings. There's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy.
Vegeta! Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Vegeta! Is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Vegeta! I want to be with you forever.
Me too.
I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. I want the rain clouds go away. They're not going away at all, Vegeta.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. No matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other.
So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Vegeta! Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right?
Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is.
Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But know that I'll give it my everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Vegeta! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early!
That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now.
Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring a Sayori with you!
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not that simple for her.
I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Vegeta! I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do! I'm the club president after all!
But...
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet.
Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry! I probably know a lot more than you think!
Huh?
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice!
Yeah, sure.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks.
Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, Monica thought so too!
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice.
What's this?
I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head! 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 Get out of! Get out of my head! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Vegeta? What's wrong?
Nothing.
This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that,
I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Ah! Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom. Gotta go fast.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Sonic speed! What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori?
Sayori?
She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend wouldn't do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door.
Sayori? Wake up, dummy!
There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh! Oh, Sayori! Oh no! Oh!
A body has been discovered.
Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh! Oh my god! Oh no!
Whoa. Whoa! What's going on? We weren't fast enough.
Elmo's confused. Why is she hanging from the ceiling?
No. No, not like this! Not like this! What did it mean? What the hell? What the hell?
Is this a nightmare?
It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real.
Sayori wouldn't do this.
Everything was normal up until a few days ago! That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me! I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her! It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. And why did I confess to her and make her feel always worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault! My swarming thoughts keep telling me that everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw with the literature club! Screw the festival! I just lost my best friend! Someone I grew up with. She's gone! Forever now! Nothing I can do can bring her back! This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different! Vegeta! Not now, Joseph! I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die! Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never.
Elmo did not expect this to happen.
Well, That's certainly an ending. Gave me some flashbacks to my classmate Ibuki. That's no good. That's no good at all.
Oh my god! Look at her sprite! It's broken! Oh no! What's happening? Click on it! Ah! It's all ruined! Ah! What do we do? What do we do? That's the new game button, right? What happens here? Ah! It's broken! Huh?
That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I don't get tired of waiting up, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just... Sonic 06! Sonic 06!
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Elmo does not like what is happening!
Oh no. Oh dear. What is happening in this game? This is...
Clubs.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Because I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Vegeta. Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here! It's been a while, right?
Ah. Yeah, it has.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh. I've just been... Oh, sorry. Not my line.
Oh, Monica's just been looking for some supplies to use for my club! Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Arts and crafts? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that, I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah! To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs! It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new